shaking his head. He glanced at the champagne. Where was Sung Lee? As he watched, several guests snatched glasses from the serving station, and he could see that a full tray was missing. No, no! They weren't serving it yet. They hadn't made the final count. Hurriedly, he placed himself in front of the glasses and had to block a rather tense-looking woman in a beaded blue gown with grasping hands. "Not quite ready," he said, with a forced smile. "Well, I saw a tray go out," she declared aggressively. "Yes, soon, madam. I will look you up personally and bring you a glass." She shot him a baleful glare and left. As soon as she was gone, Jean-Luc hissed, "Sung Lee! Sung Lee!" She rushed back in from the serving room. Mr. Crissman took the tray. "I couldn't stop him. I'm so sorry." "Mr. Crissman. The raspberries?" Jean-Luc snapped. "All of the glasses had raspberries in the bottom. They're okay. It's okay." "Ah. Should I take out another tray of champagne?" His ears almost hurt at her words. "No. Serve the cheese tray. It's been forgotten and looks forlorn. I'll watch the wine." She hurried off, and Jean-Luc fumed at being required to attend to such a menial task. There was so much to do. Why was he relegated to this? He suddenly smelled the scent of burning seafood. "The prawns!" he shrieked, but his words were drowned out by a shout from the main room, a rising chorus of wailing, screaming voices. Jean-Luc put a hand to his heart. "What?" Sung Lee returned, wild-eyed. "A guest has collapsed. Stomach pains. He's vomiting." Food poisoning. Jean-Luc's face went slack. He saw his own ruin in a series of newspaper headlines. Famed chef poisons guest. Health department called to famed chef's restaurant to check for violations. Famed chef blamed for employee's negligence. I think he might be dead," Sung Lee declared, tears of horror standing in her eyes. With a soft cry of submission, the famed chef fell to the ground, hand still on his heart. Part 1. Chapter 1. 1 month earlier. Lucy Linfield pressed herself into the back of the padded, oxblood red booth and sipped her vodka martini, her gaze on the good-looking bartender with the strong jaw and the 5 o'clock shadow, as he moved from one end of the bar to the other, pouring drinks and offering up little ecru napkins. His shirt's white sleeves were pushed up his forearms, and she liked the look of his skin on his arms and the underlying muscles. She also liked the look of his face and his neck above the unbuttoned V of smooth, hard flesh. She imagined his eyes were blue. She was a sucker for blue eyes. Narrowing her eyes for a better look, she really should get those long-distance glasses she'd been putting off. She watched him pour a cosmopolitan into a triangular glass and push it toward the server, whose breasts were trying to escape the white, ruffled bodice of her wench outfit. This was part of the Pembroke Inn's theme decor, which, if asked, Lucy would label medieval men's club. It was one of the few Portland restaurants that had been open over 100 years, and had been a favorite of her grandfather, Lyle Abbott Crissman, Jr., called simply Jr., and her father, Lyle Abbott Crissman III, called simply Abbott. She'd never asked if her great-grandfather, the original Lyle Abbott Crissman, called simply Chris, the construct of Chris, Jr., and Abbott, made to keep their names straight over the years, apparently, had been a patron. In any case, she was glad to be here today, idly imagining what it would be like to kiss the bartender's fur.